major sin you have committed that somebody who doesn't know you will come and die for you. No, it's not true.
Okay, so let our people understand. If somebody is watching us right now, from the Pharaoh, where the Pharaoh is treating the Egyptians bad.
Israelites.
Yes, bad. And they send Moses to come and deliver them to the promised land. How long that distance is? And today we can tell our people that according to that distance, it is impossible for somebody to walk for 40 years, even if it's a punishment from ancestors or punishment from God sitting somewhere.
How it came about that they worked for 40 years. The fact is that is not true. That event never happened. That's why I started by saying that when you look at the Sphinx of Giza, the Dulagba of Giza, it tells you the identity of the people. Now, apart from that one, you look at the location where the people were supposed to have started their journey from. They are starting the journey from what they are now calling Goshen. On the delta of the Nile River, Southern River, where the Southern River enters into the sea. If they are starting from there and they are going to Sinai, and know today, from that time up till today, Sinai is still part of Egypt. So if they were living from the wickedness of the Pharaoh,
going to the promised land that called Egypt today.
No, the promised land, the claim is Canaan.
Okay.
Then if they are crossing, first the Red Sea was not there.
Okay.
The Red Sea was, like I stated, was a river.
Yeah.
So that idea that there was a sea they crossed is not true.
It's not true. Okay.
If they started their journey from Goshen on the delta, they would not have come to the, what if, assuming that so-called Red Sea existed,
okay,
they would not have come down south, because the Red Sea is further down south from the delta.
Okay.
Now, if you look at what they are drawing and presenting to us, the Red Sea is far from the delta, and the people were walking from the south coming up. And the land where they were walking between in the belly of the sea is Arab land today, not a black land. And the people who have been presented in that picture as migrating, embarking on the Exodus, were not blacks. Now, if they were not blacks, and the blacks were the owners of the land they call Egypt, where did the blacks go?
Before they are the people.
The Arabs have taken over the place, and then Ptolemy brings the Jews to come and write what they don't even understand. If you don't understand something, you will forge. When you forge, you will lie. When you are lying, you will be seen. And when the people who live there had their culture, which is what you can see in our lands, that the Dulagbas or the Sphinxes
are still there.
They are there. So where are the people who were there? If Abraham and the wife didn't cross the river in coming, didn't cross the sea, and they came into Egypt, and they did all that they could, the Pharaoh was interested in the wife Sarah of Abraham. And when the Pharaoh realized that Sarah was the wife of Abraham, then he gave them all the things they have acquired and said, go. They didn't tell us that they crossed the water. So how come there was water?
Maybe they will say because of that one, they already talk about the Red Sea, of them crossing it. That's the reason why they couldn't say it.
No, where did you cross any Red Sea? The Red Sea must be there for us to see. There are some maps which those who did all those things have drawn themselves, showing that there was no sea there. if there was no sea there, and they said Abraham and his wife came. Now, you will see that the Arabs, Saudi Arabia, you will see that Mount Sinai, still part of Egypt, climbing Mount Sinai, you have to pass through Arab land. So, where were the Arabs? Where were those who embarked upon the Exodus? Now, the only place where you will see the people who embarked upon the Exodus is when you come into the heartland of Africa.
Yes.
That's where you will get the black people. And if the black people are in the heartland of Africa, then that story that they crossed the Red Sea and went into Canaan cannot be true.
Even if it can be true, let's say even if it can be true, that is supposed to be.
Yes, then they should have come this way and not go that way.
Yes.
Yes.
So not them.
Not
and
them.
Today they are the one who writing it to us that that's what happened to the
Yes.
people. Because today everybody believes that everything in the Bible is the white people.
Yes, the white people have written a story for you to
So
believe.
everything that happened is them that the thing happened to them.
Yes.
So if the land, even the land is for the black, it shouldn't supposed to be the white people that will give us the story, but the black people that's
should
supposed
tell
to give
their
us.
own story. If you are not telling your own story and somebody is going to tell you your story, then you will be in a very bad situation.
All right, that's Sopho Kofi Hadji. Today we are discussing the Exodus. They say the people crossed the Red Sea for 40 years. They walked for 40 years to the Promised Land. But seeing the distance, the walk that I have walked in my life, I don't think it will even get that for that very 40 years. It's more than that. The walk is more than that. But that's what they told us. So before I go to Sopho Kofi Hadji, for him to talk about the Black Bull Festival, the importance of celebrating the Black Bull Festival, for us to end today's story, let me go to a commercial break quickly. When I come back, I'll go to Sopho Kofi Hadji for him to continue for us. I'm coming right now.
One who young couple be a sumno. Now, Miss Sumina Nanuma Mamre and Behuno, Mesumuno, says Adano Dune, who call now to me call heaven, Naman Kubia, and your problem. But the only person who say it's a time for Africa, say, Yenny baby, Yenny bedaho, they who say church is a business maker with no fear.
Yeah, welcome back to JMTVGH. We are here with Sopho Kofi Hadji and discussing the Exodus. How much do you know about the Exodus? And is it true that the people work for 40 days? That's what
40 years.
40 years, sorry, 40 years. Is it true that the people work for 40 years to the Promised Land? Or is something that they have misled us, or they have told us that is not true? So we are here, and Sopho Kofi Hadji has given us so much explanation of it. So as we have come back, let me go to Sopho Kofi Hadji. I know that we have a festival we normally celebrate called the Black Bull Festival, So I want to ask the importance of that Black Bull Festival and the reason why we need to celebrate it, and reason why maybe if the celebration is coming, you need to support or you need to bring your request so that Sopho Kofi Hadji can explain, give us. Toby, so before we went to the break, I was saying something that as last year we celebrate the Black Bull Festival, and this year we're supposed to celebrate the Black Bull Festival. So if somebody hear about this, you will say, what is the Black Bull Festival? Because some people call me and what is the Black Bull Festival, and what is the importance of celebrating or supporting the Black Bull Festival? Can you tell us something more about the Black Bull Festival?
Thank you very much. Simply said, the Black Bull, you have a community in ancient Egypt, or the Cedar Valley, where that community is known as the Black Bull community. You will see that quite recently when the so-called Queen Elizabeth died, and the King Charles was to be installed on the throne,
Yes.
they had what? They used a white ram
Yes.
to lead the way.
Yes.
But ours, we are those who have the melanin in us, which links us up to the radiations of the sun. The melanin enables us to withstand the ultraviolet rays of the sun because we are black. And we respect whatever is black, protecting us. So the black bull, what our ancestors did in the Cedar Valley or the Nile Valley was that they offered the black bull to the creator of the universe to shield them away from the enemies. When you go into the Christian Bible, they tell you that a ram was killed and the blood was smeared on the doorposts of the houses.
Yes.
So that when death is coming, death will not get to them, it will escape. They will escape from the hands of death. Now, the black bull was what was offered to the deities to protect the family from being attacked by any negative force. And who is the negative force? The negative force was the invasion of the Hyksos, the Persians, the Greeks, the Romans, all these foreigners who have taken over our land. So when our ancestors offered the black bull to the creator of the universe, the creator protected them and ensured that no negative force attacked them. And they moved freely away from the enemy. Those enemies who were determined to destroy us, and they are still bent on it today. And if we wanted to go back and recapture what has gotten missing from us, we will have to undo all the negative things that these people who took over our land have done. The Black Bull Festival, the heading, as you will see, we are appealing for support to procure black bulls to be offered to Togbi Charlie to reverse the dispersal and enslavement of his melanin dominant blacks by all other races. You will see that the black race is the only race which is being brutalized by all others. The Chinese are taking us for a ride, the Indians are taking us for a ride, the Europeans, everybody is taking the black man for a ride. What our ancestors did have been negated by all of them. They have taken over everything. Our land which we developed, our farming practices have all been destroyed. So we say that when we offer the black bull to the ancestors, we will appeal to them to ensure that we get our energies back to repel them. Our enslavement, like is going now, you go to America, the blacks are being brutalized all over the place. You go to Latin America, you see the suffering of our black people. If we wanted to get our powers back, we must offer the black bull again. If we offer the black bull again, it will give us the power to counteract their activities. What happens that even our leaders, our so-called leaders, are in league. They support the white people or others to oppress us. But we are those who created. In fact, the first flying glider was made by the blacks. But nobody recognizes the blacks again. The blacks were those who made the seafaring vessels. But who recognizes us? Nobody. All over the place. The things that we can do, our so-called leaders have sold us out to the enemy. And it is time we use the black bull which gave our ancestors the powers to counteract them in the past, we will have to use the same black bull, invoke the powers back, and let those powers ensure that we are free.
Okay, so what we can say is anybody that can support the program is willing to receive that energy, that power to fight to get what is right for her or him.
Yes.
Okay.
If you believe in the black bull is the symbol of energy. And that symbol of energy, if you support us to offer the black bull, you get your reward. We will, at the appropriate moment, make pebbles available. That if you take one of the pebbles and you have the faith, your faith will make you whole. It's not the white man's or Christian faith. The faith in the ability of your ancestors to protect you. We are not supposed to be strangers or slaves to any other person. Well, here we are. Whatever is ours has been taken away from us. If we want them back, then we must get back to what our ancestors did before they left the Southern Valley.
Okay. So that's Sopho Kofi Haji. So, Toby, before we go, read what is in the paper, give to my people so that they will know what we are holding in our hand.
Okay. The headship of Charlie Dalla Global Family Union have accepted the findings of its research consultants that our ancestors offering and smearing the blood of black bulls on their doorposts enable them escape the murderous onslaught of Persians, Greeks, Romans, British, and French invading forces, enabling our ancestors to embark upon their exodus from the Southern Valley habitation of Kemet, Tamari, Tashi, which the Greeks renamed Egypt, whose indigenous knowledge systems were classified as Greek philosophy, not to consider Ptolemy Philadelphus' commissioning of so-called Septuagint, who fabricated the transcription of the Hebrew Torah in the Library of Alexandria, giving birth to the Greek Orthodox Bible. The Greek Orthodox Bible is what has been transformed into the Roman Catholic faith by Emperor Constantine of the Eastern Roman Empire. Now, Roman Catholicism was adopted as the religion of the Roman state, and it's been the opening of the floodgates to transform our belief system into so-called satanic belief. But our belief system is the best, the Kemetian system. So if we wanted to get back to that one, we will have to get back to what our ancestors did. Our ancestors gave it the energy to develop things. The sheep, the seafaring, anything that our ancestors did is based on their belief system. And if we do not believe in ourselves and we believe in all other people, we will not develop. We will develop if we return to ourselves. Nobody can enslave the black man. If the black man does not believe in himself, then he can be enslaved. So when we escaped from the wickedness of those who took over our land, we came down to create the new settlement we have. And we have a Dahomey. What is Dahomey? Dahomey is the house of the snake deity. So if we want to know ourselves, we must get back to our roots. If we get back to our roots, we will create the enabling environment for our self-rediscovery and our coming back to ourselves and freeing ourselves from further enslavement. That is the essence of the Black Bull Festival. We must know ourselves. If we know ourselves, we will develop. We are not going to engage in any magical display. We are going to call on the deities who brought our ancestors from where they were to where we are today. With that one, we say thank you.
Thank you to Sofo Kofi Chahadi. But before then, give us your final words, and if you set a date for the program and all that one thing you can tell us before.
Yes, my final word is that man, know thyself.
Yeah.
If you know yourself, you will get to know everything which is good. The Black Bull Festival is coming next year, February. But then, we will do a preliminary one, not a Black Bull, we will do a preliminary festival next week, Thursday. We will offer the deities small things which will make them aspire to help us to get over our difficulty. So when you contribute, we will do the Black Bull Festival. We will invite you to come. But next Thursday, we will be in the presence of the baobab. The baobab tree is 46 feet in diameter. And with that one, you can get all the energy you want. Then we have the pebbles which will give you your heart's desire. Come, you are welcome. 22nd February, we will be at the Black Bull Festival proper.
Thank you.
Thank you for thanking us.
That's Sofo Kofi Ahadi. My followers, thank you for watching JMTVGH. Please try to subscribe to the channel JMTVGH. Follow us on Facebook, JMTVGH, Instagram, JMTVGH, TikTok is JMTVGH. Everything that you wanted to know yourself, and to know that this is why I'm coming from in African continent. Just follow JMTVGH. It will give you everything one after the other, and you know yourself, and you will be getting whatever thing that you're. As you can see something in my front, that is the papyrus we are talking about. You see how it's very beautiful. That is the papyrus. So if you don't know what the people tend today call paper, this is the papyrus that they are telling you is paper today. So our ancestors start everything before the people came to learn it and turn it upside down for you. So you knowing yourself, you can know that this is what I can do better and do it better. And so my DOP is Mauto, and you can follow Mauto on all the social media platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. You can see Mauto there. Then you subscribe to his channel as well. We are trying our best to bring you the history, the stories, everything that they hide away from you. It is our duty to give it to you for you to know yourself. So see you next time on JMTVGH. Bye-bye.
I think that when somebody brings some paper with some drawings on it and calls it money, that is all.
Then they believe. One who young couple be a sumno. Now me sumi nanano mamre amehuno. Me sumno. Says I don't do ne wu. Ko na wu to me call heaven na man kobia. And your problem. But the only person who say it's a time for Africa. Say ye ni baby, ye ni better ho. They who say church is a business maker with no fear.